Listen, truth. Ben Affleck will never ever be Batman. You're never getting the Snyderverse. You're never getting the Ben Affleck Batman versus Joe Deathstroke ever again. And also, here's what you're not getting. You're also not getting What's going on, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters? It's your boy, the Truth 31. Hit like, subscribe for all that DC goodness on that face, neck, and chest. So, here's why I believe Ben Affleck versus Joe Deathstroke will be part of David Zaslav'S 10-year plan, and why it will be glorious, and also why I think it would be a nice, proper send-off for Ben Affleck's Batman to have a epic, standalone Batman film. Because as Snyder fans, we've taken more shots to the face than a regular old housewife on the set of All Holes Are Filled Up right now, Volume 2. I think I got the 4K Blu-ray. What kind of a sick freak do you think I am? So, here's the thing that really caught my attention with this whole Ben Affleck versus Joe Deathstroke shit. As we all know, Ben Affleck wrote a Deathstroke script, a Batman script, which was very James Bondian. It was very action packed. It wasn't like the NyQuil Man, which almost put me in a sleep coma for 3 days. And this is something that really caught me off guard. An interesting little tidbit I found here. So within the Ben Affleck plot storyline, it says this: Deathstroke then teams up with Jared Leto's Joker and destroys Bruce Wayne's personal life bit by bit, causing him to go insane. It is even believed that there was a draft in which Deathstroke kills Batman's loyal butler Alfred, which would have, oh my god, that would have crushed me. Like, no, because Jeremy Irons, by far, is my favorite live-action Alfred. He's just amazing. Kills Batman's loyal butler Alfred in his thirst for vengeance. The movie would have featured an epic fight sequence, which would culminate the ending, and which is something that I think was it Jay Oliver? Yeah, I think it was Jay Oliver that put this storyboard animatic on Twitter. Versus, it was Batman versus Deathstroke, which was awesome, and also was very reminiscent of the Batman Arkham Origins, which would have, again, that's still my favorite CGI clip of anything Batman related. Like, that shit was just awesome. And again, I know a lot of people are saying, like, the Snyderverse is gonna be restored. Zack Snyder is gonna come back and he's gonna do Justice League Part 2 and Part 3. I'm like, okay. Like, I hear you. I get the excitement. I love the enthusiasm. But I said this in previous videos and previous streams, which, again, I've seen people kind of, take my idea, which is like, okay, I'm not going to call you out, but that's fine. Again, if you're going to listen to anyone, listen to your boy, the True 31. Not that I'm sucking my own shit. You know how it is. Anyway, I don't think that Ben Affleck, listen, even though Ben Affleck is drinking lots and lots of baby blood and he's reversing aging backwards, I don't see Ben Affleck being Batman for the next 10, 15 years, because Ben Affleck is a prolific actor. Ben Affleck is a prolific director, and as much as he loves the character of Batman, he doesn't want to be Batman 24/7, right? He wants to do other projects. He wants to act in other things. Ben Affleck being Batman is just a bonus for him and for us, because Ben Affleck is the GOAT. He's the chosen one. He is the best live-action Batman by far. I don't even think there will ever be another great Batman like Ben Affleck. Even like Robert Pattinson, NyQuil Man, he was okay. But to me, Ben Affleck, he's just the gold standard, man. He is that unicorn that you just look at, gaze, and just hope that you bought some cocoa butter lotion, because it is just beautiful to marvel at. That just went weird. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So I think doing a proper send-off, right, for Ben Affleck's Batman, having his own definitive Batman movie with Joe Manana Deathstroke. I mean, the way even Joe just talks about his preparation for Deathstroke, and the way he talks with Zack Snyder about the character details and what he wanted to do with the character and what he wanted to do with the story. You could just tell by the way he talks about it, he was just so passionate and was really involved in what Zack Snyder wanted to do with that character and what Joe wants to do with that character moving forward.
Sure.
There must have been some version of the story in which Bruce and Slade wind up seeing eye to eye. They must have come to some sort of understanding, and there's a respect there because they do, they respect each other in that way. And I also think that would have been interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because I even think that exchange really sort of, I think the exchange really paints a gigantic picture of like who these two are to each other so quickly.
There's a bit of that in Slade at the end of this movie to a certain extent that if somebody ever needed to put that suit on and take up the mantle,
yeah,
I could see Bruce going to Slade, for example.
Yeah.
It
sure.
just get your imagination going. Just that,
yeah.
that little scene at the end, makes your brain just starts running.
It's just a shame that we didn't get it, but now we actually have an opportunity to actually get a live action Ben Affleck Batman movie. And dude, now is the time to do it, bro. Again, these actors are not getting younger, and within David Zaslav's 10-year plan, I can easily see a Ben Affleck solo film being scheduled in that 10-year plan. I think it's a little harder for me to see Ben Affleck do a Batman solo film and then 2 massive Justice League sequels. I think that's a little hard to swallow. Not as hard to swallow as Eddie Diaz starring in My Hole Is Not Big Enough, Volume 3. But you catch my drift. But to me, like, I just don't see... I don't see Ben Affleck just dedicating his... Again, if Ben Affleck... Like, let's just say... Let's pretend we live in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, right? And let's say Ben Affleck decides to do a solo Batman film and then go on to do 2 massive productions like Justice League Part 1 and Part 2. He has to stay in that Batman physique for the next 10 years of his life. For the next 10 years of his life, all he's dedicated to is Batman. Batman, Batman. And again, as much as I love Ben Affleck and as much as Ben Affleck loves the character of Batman, I don't think he wants to dedicate all of his time to being Batman. I can see Ben Affleck doing, you know what? I want a great standalone Batman film that I never got the chance to do so. So I want to make my Batman film with creative control within the 10-year slate. And I want to do that with Joe Manana as Deathstroke. And I want to make my definitive epic Batman. I think that to me seems more logical. It seems more probable. Logistically speaking, I think I can see that, and I can swallow that pill easier than seeing Batman. I was going to say Batman. Goddamn, he is Batman. Than seeing Ben Affleck be Batman for the next 10 or 15 years. I just don't see that happening. I really don't. As much as I would love to see Ben Affleck and same thing with Zack Snyder. I'm telling you, like, Zack Snyder is gonna do 2 epic films with Rebel Moon, and then he's gonna do Planet of the Dead, which is not a small film, and then he's gonna do two massive productions like Zack Snyder's Justice League, like Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like, these are like Lord of the Rings type films that takes another 5 or 10 years of your life to do so. Like, come on, guys. like, you know what I mean? Listen, I'm not saying that we won't get another Justice League film. I just don't think we're gonna get Zack Snyder's Justice League film in the way that he intended to do so. I hope I'm wrong. I'm just speaking in, again, like Thanos, snap to reality, right? What's logistically probable rather than what we want as fanboys? Because at the end of the day, I'm a fanboy, but I'm also thinking like, okay, like how can this realistically work. Again, some fans not gonna like that, like, Truth, you know what the hell you're talking about, and maybe I don't, but I'm just speaking in, what I see that's actually feasible for the future. So, again, and also, there's another thing. There's this whole Batman gate going on. Again, I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't really fully researched everything that's going on with that whole mess of department. But I've seen some people on Twitter. It's like, oh, there you go. Batman 2 is going to get canceled. Batman 2 is going to get canceled. It's over. And I'm just like, hold on. Let's just take a step back here. You really think, and again, I'm not the biggest fan of Nightcrawler, man, at all. But do you really think that David Zaslav is going to cancel a Batman property, a Batman property that's held in high regard with Warner Brothers Studios, right? A Batman IP, anything, is the most valuable IP. You really think that they're going to cancel that movie, a movie that received critical acclaim, that made a lot of money, for a supposed, maybe, probably, solo Ben Affleck Batman film? Do you think that's going to happen? Or do you think, you know what, David Zaslav, he's a smart guy. I think he's a smart guy, right? Or do you think he's like, you know what, instead of canceling a Batman film that made us a lot of money, because, that would be fucking stupid, why not we just get more money and more eyeballs and more acclaim by just greenlighting a solo Ben Affleck Batman film that will give us even more money? He could do that. I don't know, just thinking out loud.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's going to be it, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Discord to join the Truth Army. Share the video, like the video, would be so kind. As always, push your comments down below and tell me, what do you think? Do you think, Truth, you don't know what you're talking about, okay? We're going to get Zack Snyder, Justice League 1, 2, and 3, and Ben Affleck is going to be our Batman for the next 25 years. What do you think, Truth? I hear you. What seems more probable, what seems more logical is Ben Affleck's Batman movie. I think that works, and I think that would certainly be just a great celebration of seeing a definitive Ben Affleck versus Joe Manganiello Deathstroke film that we were robbed of, and now we have an opportunity to do so. And always remember, it's always important to not listen to people who tell you what you want to hear, instead of listening to people who tell you what you should hear. Food for thought. As always, love you guys. Stay safe. Mwah! Truth out.
Okay, let's run.